excellence. Our guest lecturer today not only served the state then, but is still serving the state and humanity today. Through several selfless donations, and I will say selfless donations that has been given to different educational institutions at different times. Yaba College of Technology is also a beneficiary of this, and last year we received a donation of a whole center named Folawiyo Entrepreneurship Center. As long frustrated as we are, so I want to adopt a very beautiful that we're going to have called the Institute of Technology. That proposal was fantastic and loved by Yaba, and he embraced it wholeheartedly and promised to give us 150 acres of land. You can imagine if a polytechnic is craving to establish a university. You ask, how can they be thinking like that? Why should you be thinking and be thinking of establishing a university? Our status. And that also, and right from the beginning, from the day one of this administration, we say, show what the stuff we are made of, so that when the time arrives, you will come and call us what you are supposed to call us. And that has materialized today. It is no more news, is it? That the president has assented, or at least has approved. I don't know what to call it. All it means, according to what the minister says, all it means is for the papers to pass around the table, and then the pronouncement will be there that Yaba College of Technology is now a university. So we had the vision, and it should not be any anomaly that we are going to have, apart from Yaba Technical and Vocational University, because that Yaba Tech will still be there. The name will still become Yaba Technical and Vocational University tomorrow, having another campus, a green campus that is called Snake Island Institute of Technology, that is going to be a public-private partnership. I am still on my knees, and in the name of the great council of Yaba Tech here, I'm fasting. Because as we pray and fast every other time, praying and fasting, that we will soon, together with the Yaba, launched the beginning of Snake Island Institute of Technology, that is a public-private partnership that will now resemble the likes of Harvard in Nigeria, the likes of MIT in Nigeria. If not Yaba Tech, who will do it? We are the oldest tertiary institutions in this Nigeria, and 78 years so far. So if somebody is going to replicate Harvard in Nigeria, Yaba Tech. Thank you so much. And on behalf of the Government Council of Yaba College of Technology, the management staff and students, I want to welcome Agbake. I welcome you all to this epoch-making event where we'll be talking about excellence, integrity, resourcefulness, and selflessness that has been the hallmark of Lagos State public service as a case study in progress, unity, and prosperity. You are welcome. Oh, okay, okay. So, yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Abil. Mhm. Thank you very much. Have a fantastic day. Greatest lé wọn láré, greatest ṣí wọn, greatest ànígbà, greatest kàwé. God will bless you. Thank you very much. Our rector has told us, and we agree absolutely, that who else can do it except Yaba. Which institution can replicate Harvard in Nigeria? Yaba, the great. God will bless you all. Thank you very much. We have listened to our rector, the chief accounting officer college, and the person who has been making news as far as doing it all through the great agenda. When I first heard the expression "great agenda," I was a little taken aback. Until the full presentation. Thank you very much, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, for being here today. We really appreciate all. Those that were yet to recognize, please bear with us. It's time constraints that's a little making it a little so. I want to recognize the former acting registrar, Dr. Jude Akinwale. Can you please stand up for recognition? Thank you very much. I want to sincerely recognize Engineer N. Adewale Sadiq, Oga our rector. Can you please stand up for recognition? Thank you, Engineer. Yes, we want to also particularly recognize his beautiful wife, Mrs. Our banner of our village is Isaiah. Also duly recognized Valley of Makoko. Tí ẹ ṣe bàbá, àdúgbò lọ́wọ́ yín o, yóò dára fún yín o. Àwọn méjèèjì. Okay, so recognition ti tún. Any other one? Yeah, I want to recognize the presence of the two STE. Thank you for coming. I noticed his presence. Thank you very much. All directors, we appreciate your being here. God will bless you all. Community. We are also doing recognize. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate you all. God will bless you for coming to appreciate Baba today. We shall be well with you. Because of our time constraint, permit me to please move on to the number 6 item of the program of events. Representative and opening remarks. Secretariat, please watch. I'm thinking.
The chairman of today is chairman of our governing council, Professor Ishola Ifunsho Afol. We want to bring him to the house today to give us opening remarks. I don't know whether I have the power to bring my chairman to this podium. Should drag the podium to where it is so that I don't receive a plea at the end of this event. God will bless you, my chairman. After the speech, I will tell you something about Professor. God will bless you all. So welcome, my chairman. I hope you are with your Biro and Jota. Because if you listen to what the rector of this Citadel of Learning has said, I jotted something. He said we are here outing for special recognition and special commitment. Commitment. There's nothing I can say. Like my colleague was saying, is seeking permission, say many things. I quickly pointed and I bowed to a chief lecturer that you are already permitted. So please, if we now say renew commitment, there's nothing we can do other than to pin new agenda to the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, and exactly what we are doing, what he loves us to do, is what we are doing today. We're in protocol. The deputy governor of Lagos State, accepted by Commissioner for Child, Secretary, accepted by Aroge, members of the governing council of Yaba College of Technology. I'm always reserved to any time Yaba College of Technology. I will put a parenthesis university. So I'm very reluctant to say Yaba College. No, I want to say university. And by the grace of God, nothing will stop us from emerging to that state. Members of the governing council, Yaba College of Technology, guest speaker. I won't call my guest speaker ordinarily. I will say an erudite scholar because I have taken some time to see certain things out of his lecture, and I don't want to waste your time. If I mention that I have jotted 15 points, which I'm going to confirm when Baba is speaking, which allowed available for that. Applaud that commission. The alumni boss and other members of the alumni association, special guests of honor, heads of service, members of the management, academic board. So, this page as the annual distinguished lecture. Yes, it's with great pleasure and sense of responsibility that I welcome you all to our annual distinguished lecture. This occasion is one of anticipation of such political movement, but also as a moment to celebrate excellence, Citadel of Learning in Nigeria, 1947. This year, I gather here to reflect achievements, minds, our food, the exceptional contributions of our colleagues. Our annual distinguished lecture provides us with an opportunity to engage with new areas, broaden our perspectives, and gain insights that will propel us towards even better success in the future. We are privileged to have this Babatunde Fáyemí, the Super Permanent Secretary, was to share his invaluable knowledge as well as senior for excellence, integrity, successfulness, selflessness, colon. The hallmark of university public service as a case study in previous 67 personnel. Selection today promises to shape our thinking, inspires us, perhaps even push the boundary, grateful for expenses here. Forget your viral and jota. In addition, so today also gives us opportunity to celebrate excellence within our own ranks, according to one of our outstanding staff who have gone above and beyond our rules during the 24. We have had more dedication, exceptional achievements, and the very values that make this shadow of manner really great. As we present these awards, let us be reminded of the importance of recognizing the first in the success of our collective efforts. In the spirit of excellence, collaboration, and continuous improvement that drives us forward, that commitment here today, achieve even greater heights in the years to come. I would like to tirelessly behind the scenes to make today very possible. Your efforts are deeply appreciated. Once again, I welcome you all and I look forward to the inspiring lecture with the undeserved recognition of our exceptional colleagues. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Another round of applause, please. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, that's the chairman, Governing Council, Yaba College of Technology. Please give another round of applause. Thank you. You know, I said there are professors and there are professors. Here is Professor Isholawa Fonsho Afolabi, an erudite scholar, an eminent personality, and someone to reckon with as far as publications and researches are concerned. And since he came, there's no doubt about it that we have been making moves as a tertiary institution in Nigeria and in diaspora. A professor one day was traveling across a large river in the riverine area, and he had to be carted along and crossing the river by just a little boat boy. And the professor, while seated in the boat, simply retorted, looking at the little boy, little boat boy, do you know what you call synchrotherapy? And of course, the boy never heard anything like that before in his life. Said, no, sir. So, oh, you have lost a quarter of your life. And the journey continued. After a short while, the professor asked again, boy, do you know about psychotherapy, into this, into that? The boy was amused. I said, I can never know anything like that, sir. I only know about boat and coin. And the journey continued. After a short while, they got to the middle of the river, and there was this strong wind that almost turned the boat upside down. And the little boy asked Professor, can you swim? Professor already started shaking, and of course, shivers sent down his spine. Said, I cannot swim. You have lost your entire life here. God will bless you, distinguished citizens. Gentlemen, please put your hands together for our professor. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate you. Well, we are moving on. We want to recognize Professor Abraham Oshinobi from the University of Lagos in postgraduate studies. Can you please stand up for recognition? Thank you very much, sir. God bless you, sir. Oh, very similar capital. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are moving on, and which a short speech by the representative of the Lagos State Governor, Honorable Tola Sule. Sir, do I drag my podium to your side, sir? God bless you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir.
It is so good that we are here today again. When the year of expectation of Yaba College of Technology to university is being mentioned and discussed. I remember about 8 months ago, to the governor of Lagos State, when in the course of his presentation, he mentioned that Lagos State government has transmitted our College of Education and the Polytechnic to the university status. I know, and we can remember all that followed that conversation here. Many people, particularly from the National Board for Technical Education, condemned, attacked, and the government insisted that decision is good for Lagos. It is good for the students, and try to explain why there is serious need for us to upgrade those institutions to the status of university. It's a pity that the man is not here today. No, I mean, my governor, our governor, he is a very happy man, seeing the shares and the joy in the faces of all stakeholders of Yaba College of Technology. For this, I want to congratulate everybody for this that is about to be achieved. That is us, by the way. I want to again and the governor of Lagos State congratulate Yaba College of Technology for bringing the of retired and serving public servants, particularly those that served Lagos State diligently. They are all here. I've seen many of my bosses, my mates, because I equally retired from Lagos service. And they said the extent a government goes is the function of the quality of the public service. And today we are proud of the public service of Lagos because it is the reason why we are the leading state in Nigeria. So, having the likes of Chief Fanny Mokunya, Pastor Shitabe, I heard of many other names, Nuruddin, Brother Nuruddin, Ejora many others that have served Lagos State diligently in this world, wanting to talk about what is needed to promote and project good governance through the public service. I think all the us here deserve a round of applause. I will not take our time with protocol, but finish the goodwill message by Mr. Babajide Shola Sanwo-Olu, Governor of Lagos State, at the Yaba College of Technology annual Distinguished Service Lecture and Awards. Let me begin by expressing my sincere gratitude to the rector, Dr. Engineer Ibrahim Adebutran Abdul, the organizing committee, and everyone present who has worked tirelessly to make today a reality. Yaba College of Technology, Nigeria's first technical institute, and one of its pioneers, has been instrumental in shaping our nation's educational and technological landscape. Since its establishment in 1947 as Yaba Technical Institute, this institution has witnessed remarkable growth. It has consistently adapted and evolved, maintaining its status as a beacon of excellence. Yes, Yaba Tech has produced exceptional minds who have contributed significantly to industries within Nigeria and beyond. With 8 schools, 44 academic departments, and 70 accredited programs, the college remains a leader in technical and vocational education, equipping thousands of students to excel in their chosen fields. The theme of today's event, excellence, integrity, and resourcefulness, the hallmark of Lagos State Public Service as a case study in progress, unity, and prosperity, 1967 to 2025, captures key values essential for the success of public service institutions. It underscores the importance of excellence in performance, integrity in operations, and resourcefulness in overcoming challenges. These principles are vital for fostering trust and ensuring high quality service to the public. Furthermore, it emphasizes the broader societal impact of public service through progress, unity, and prosperity. By positioning Lagos State as a case study spanning from 1967 to 2025, this team offers a comprehensive framework for analyzing the evolution of its public service. It enables reflection on past achievements and challenges while planning for future improvements. Lagos State's experiences serve as model for other regions, demonstrating opportunities to enhance operations, unity, and drive prosperity in critical areas such as infrastructural development, public health, education, and economic growth. Since its creation in 1967, Lagos State has transformed from a modest administrative region into an economic, cultural, innovation hub of West Africa. This progress is rooted in 3 defining principles. The first one is excellence, striving for the best in every endeavor. Second one is integrity, remaining honest and fulfilling commitment. And the last principle is resourcefulness, leveraging opportunities even amidst challenges. These values shape Lagos leadership and service delivery while driving its future growth. Public servants embodying these principles have been vital to building roads, strengthening institutions, developing policies, and implementing impactful action that with dedication. Decades of evolution from civil servant laying foundation structures in the 60s and 70s to today's innovators utilizing data
and digital tools, Lagos has consistently prioritized its people. Transparency and accountability remain central to its governance reforms aimed at strengthening public trust. Resourcefulness is particularly significant for Lagos, a city that thrives on adaptation challenges. Whether navigating pandemics or addressing urban development hurdles, Lagos continue to turn obstacles into opportunities to turn by embracing smarter systems, digital governance innovations, and private sector partnerships. To the brilliant minds here at Yaba College of Technology, we are the future of Lagos and Nigeria. Let today's team inspire you to pursue excellent, relentless, lead with integrity and tackle challenges resourcefully. Your passion, creativity, and drive are indispensable for our state's progress. We are committed to building a Lagos that offers young people abundant opportunities across technology, entertainment, business, academia, and more. From Lagos Tech Hub to the best villages and industrial parks, our vision is clear. A Lagos thriving on talent, ambition, and innovation. The journey of Lagos development is still being written. We are not yet there. But besides, we have left Egypt on our way to promised land. From 1967 to 2025 and beyond, we all play a role in shaping its future. As we continue building a prosperous Lagos rooted in unity and forward-thinking ideals, let us uphold the value that have brought us this far. Once again, I extend my heartfelt thanks to Yaba College of Technology for providing this incredible platform. I salute each one of you, yes, leaders, for your contribution to our great state every day. Thank you for your attention. Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, Governor of Lagos State. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. That's Honorable Tolani Sule. Can we give him another round of applause? Lagos has spoken. Èkó ò ní bàjẹ́ o. Just like my lecturer said, Èkó ò ní bàjẹ́ o. Again, Èkó ò ní bàjẹ́ o. Èkó ò ní bàjẹ́ o. God bless you, sir. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are moving on. We are getting very close to the lecture now, and we want to quickly recognize Dr. Man, representing DG Pharaoh. Is she here? Thank you very much, madam. God bless you. We want to especially recognize staff unions. Yes, ASUP, Academic Staff Union of Polytechnics Yaba Tech Branch. We recognize you. SANIP, I noticed the chairman a few minutes ago. You are fully recognized. NASU, I thought I sent to the chairman a few seconds ago too. We are highly recognized. And NASU, we recognize you too. God will bless you all. Danny. Oh, the Yaba Tech great alumni, the great Yaba Tech alumni, I think we have recognized them. Yes, thank you very much. God will bless you. But thank you for being here. Chairman, sir, thank you once again. God bless you, sir. We are moving gradually towards the lecture, and that is warming up now. College orator, is he around? Yes, I'm sure you are putting on your robe. Okay. Ìgbéga Èkó, àjùmọ̀ṣe ni o. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, àjùmọ̀ṣe ni. Thank you very much. And the new slogan
ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó àjùmọ̀ṣe ni. Once again, ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó àjùmọ̀ṣe ni. Àjọ máa ṣe ni o. God bless you, sir. The college orator, I'm sure you're already wearing your robe. Get set to read Baba's citation. We are getting very close to the lecture now. You don't want to keep our guests waiting for long. Dr. Paul, questions? What he knows how to do best. He wants to say something about Baba so that all of us can know far more than we thought we knew about me. Thank you. Dr. Paul, welcome, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Citation of Chief Tunde Fanimokun. Would allow Baba to sit while I take his citation. The protocols have been fully established, and therefore my job will be to run on the strength of what has been presented already. The chairman, sir. Another gathering it is for all who answered this call, the first of its kind under the watchful gaze of the blazing sun. Another august gathering it is in the hallowed Grillo Auditorium for some. Another gathering it is in the birthplace of tertiary learning in honor of one exceptional Nigerian. It is a profound honor and an exceptional privilege to stand before this distinguished assembly here in the heart of academia on this memorable April day. Today, I have the distinct pleasure of presenting the citation of an extraordinary Nigerian, a man whose life's journey unfolds as a vivid documentary of entrepreneurial brilliance and a steadfast dedication to selfless philanthropy. Permit me, therefore, to read from the scroll his golden deeds that have affected generations and have set him apart from other men. This citation is only but a few lines on an illustrious Lagosian, a pace setter, a philanthropist par excellence, and one man who has served his country diligently, Lagos State in particular, without any blemish. A round of applause for him. This citation presents only a brief summary, a photo montage which chronicles the giant leaps of a quintessential personality. His name is Chief Tunde Fanimokun, a development economist with specialization in project planning and development programming. He was born on the revered Maulud Nabi Day, on Monday, which will forever be etched in history, March 6, 1944, as a cherished first male child affectionately called Okanlowon. Okanlawon. 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 It's coming joy to the hearts of his parents, the illustrious Bawahab Sani Fanimokun, and esteemed Madam Simbiat Abeke Fanimokun, niece Smith, both of whose memories are now fondly cherished in the realm of blessed remembrance. The young Tunde Fanimoku, who is today a revered octogenarian, shines brilliantly with a storied academic legacy. His educational journey at different learning ports is a proof of his unyielding pursuit of knowledge and an honest display of it. He attended Tinubu Methodist Primary School, Lagos, where he earned the first school living certificate. For his secondary school education, he drank from two springs of knowledge, Methodist Boys High School, Lagos, and Comprehensive High School, Kompro, Ayetoro, Ogun State, where his prize was a deserved certificate. Later, he bagged a BSc degree in economics and a postgraduate diploma in public administration with distinction from the prestigious University of Ife, now Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife. He also has in his custody a worthy certificate of the Institute of Administration at Unife Ibadan. Doctor, sir, from the golden sands of Lagos sun-kissed shores to the storied piazzas of Italy's ancient core, he sojourned in search of more academic laurels to store for the future. From the whispers of Legacy's ocean breeze to the timeless charm of Italy's Tuscan ease, his ship bettered on the shores of knowledge where wisdom's waves forever flow. With a postgraduate diploma in economic planning and development from the esteemed International Institute, ISVE, in Naples, Italy, further solidifying his expertise in the realm of economics and public administration, his knowledge base had become metallic, and his meteoric rise in the clouds of administrative immortality was only a matter of time. The chairman, sir, in the words of Colin Powell, a dream doesn't become reality through magic. It takes sweat, determination, hard work. The young and energetic Tunde Fanimoku learns the values of hard work by working hard in life. Was it not the legendary soccer player, Pele, Edson Arantimento, said, success is no accident, it is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing or learning to do. Tunde turned out to be the proverbial child that had washed his hands clean enough to eat with kings. He began his career in life, and by dint of hard work and personal development, he rose to the pinnacle of an enviable career, becoming a seasoned administrator and former permanent secretary in the Lagos State Public Service at the age of 35. Director, sir. Served in the Executive Governor's Office under the late Alhaji Chief Dr. Lateef Kayode Jakande in the Economic Development Department and Ministry of Land Matters. Later, he worked under Group Captain Gola Hamoud Ashiru in the Ministry of Trade and Industry and also in the Ministry of Agriculture and Cooperatives between 1979 and 1985. He served Lagos State meritoriously for 16 years and opted for voluntary retirement in 1985 at the magical age of 40, when life is said to just begin. He learned early in life that retirement is wonderful if you have two essentials: much to live on and much to live for. Director, sir. Immediately after disengaging from public service and government work, precisely on the 9th of April 1985, he took up employment with the Yinka Folawiyo Group as executive director of projects in the business management conglomerate, which spanned approximately 40 years to date. He still serves as a life director of the same conglomerate, as per the will of the founding father, the late Alhaji Chief Dr. W.I. Folawiyo, OFR-CON, who died in 2008. Fanimoku's continued tenure on the board is a lasting testament to the enduring confidence in his leadership, as underscored by the appreciation from the prosperous business empire builder. For 50 years, Chief Tunde Fanimoku has established his legacy as an accomplished management consultant who coordinated successfully the turnaround program of the Beach Resorts Estate, Lekki Peninsula, Victoria Island, Lagos, as he did for the Oniru private estate, Victoria Island Annex, as well as the former Ajah Model City, Lekki. He was the coordinator of multiple landmark projects, especially in the Lagos real estate, education, economy, including Lekki Peninsula Development Scheme, Millennium Home Estates, Husband Foreshore Estate, Ikoyi, Parkview Estate, Extension, Ikoyi, Jabita Foreshore Estate, Ikoyi, the hydraulic sand filling, promotional sales between 1993 and 1995. The list is endless. Since 1985, he has served and still serves as Director of British International School, Nigeria Limited, Director of Olawiyo Farms Limited, Director of Olawiyo Fisheries Limited, Director of Olawiyo Mechanical and Electrical Company Limited, Director Land Bridge Nigeria Limited, Director Land Lighthouse MA Company Limited, Director Shelter Initiative Limited, Director United Property Development Company Limited. Together for this great man. Answer. He has also held appointments as special assistant number 1 to the Honorable Minister of Works and Housing, the late Alhaji Chief Dr. Lateef Kayode Jakande, from 1993 to 1995. Was chairman of Oniru Private Estate Development Committee Projects, 1986 to 2006, coordinator of the Lekki Peninsula Development Scheme, Lagos in the 1930s, coordinator of the iconic Banana Island Development Scheme, Ikoyi, Lagos, in the 1990s, and currently chairman Royal Serve Group, Lagos. He is pioneer chairman, BOA Liberation Investment Group, pioneer chairman, ADCOED Drum Investment Limited, pioneer chairman, ND Agro-Allied Industries Limited, Newton Agric, pioneer chairman, designate Prestige Power Limited, a 400 megawatt power generation plant, pioneer chairman, designate Tibek Dynamic Concepts Nigeria Limited, and pioneer chairman, designate GI and PC Mutual Ventures Nigeria Limited, and chairman and founding father of DSC Foundation that oversees billion naira charity donations on education. From inception in 2013, he serves as a pioneer and prominent member of the Association of Lagos Retired Heads of Service and Permanent Secretaries, a vital advisory body to the Lagos State government on all development matters in the state. The Great Mega Smart City Snake Island project is one of the latest dream projects alongside the new LIP Lagos Lagoon project, the future Banana Island Ikoyi, where mass land will be created for Lagos State under his control as the chairman to private developer designate of the new islands. These are massive projects made public on his 80th birthday in 2024. He has to his credit a colorful parade of community and religious titles. He is the Revered Grand Commander of Akete, GCO, Lagos Island, Grand Commander of House of Blessing, Eco Club Commander, President of the Peacock Island Club Lagos, member Yoruba Tennis Club Lagos. Director, sir, it was Kevin Coolidge that said, no person was ever honored for what he received. Honor has been the reward for what he gave. Little wonder Chief Tunde Fanimokun has several gallons of traditional titles around his graceful neck. He is Agbaki of Iruland, Victoria Island and environs, Chief Ibikaye of Ilashe, the Badagry Division, Lagos State, Triple Chief of the Third Division, Lagos State, and Asiwaju Balogun of Lagos Island. From the legal stage, we want the prestigious title of Balogun at the New York, Abdul Wahab Folawiyo Surulere New Lagos Central Mosque, Lagos, first area of Quranic Central Mosque of Nigeria, Seriki Adini of Ikeja Division, Lagos State, and pillar of the Vision 3, Ansarudeen Society of Nigeria. He holds some social titles also. He is past president, Methodist Boys High School 9563, Lagos, 1978 to 1986, trustee of National Old Boys Association, Methodist Boys High School, Lagos, patron, Isaleko Indigenes Forum, Lagos Island, grand patron, the Noble Ladies, Maryland, Ikeja, the captain of the Boys Eco Club, Surulere, Lagos since 2001. In 2021, he was specially appointed on personal merit and pedigree as patron of the Redan Real Estate Developers Association of Nigeria, the umbrella national body in Abuja on its state development matters in the country. Tiffany Moku's philanthropic gestures earned him the Melvin Jones Fellowship Award for dedicated humanitarian services to the Lions Club International Foundation. Similarly, Rotary International named him a major donor to the permanent fund of the Rotary Foundation for his unselfish and general support, which he single-handedly as a non-member founded the Centennial District Conference, District 9110, Lagos, Nigeria, in May 2005. Again, in 2015, he got the Inner Wheel District 911 of Nigeria's Merit Award. Chief Tunde Fanimoku's legacy private project is the DSC Foundation 2012, a unique model in philothrocapitalism with the motto, Future Without Poverty, for the propagation and promotion of the visionary mission of philanthropy, entrepreneurship, and good governance, with the slogan, doing well and doing good to the community. Can we put our hands together for him? The chairman, sir, for the special commemoration of his 70th birthday in 2014, Chief Fanimoku opted to embark very quietly on the implementation of a number of endowment projects, numbered 7, as a part of his 5-year investment development plan, 2014 to 2019. Interestingly, 28 years after leaving public service as a career officer, Chief Tunde Fanimoku was given a commemorative present on the eve of his 70th birthday by the Lagos State government. He was specially recognized for meritorious services as a role model. Divine blessings guiding his vision. A constellation of dream projects is unfolding under the celestial umbrella of Vision 2020, illuminating the path to progress and prosperity. At the heart of this vision is the Africa Center for Entrepreneurship, a beacon of innovation nestled in the beach resort estate of Lekki, Lagos, where the entrepreneurial spirit will be nurtured and empowered. Stellar initiatives include the launch of an international British secondary school in Badagry, a shining star in the educational firmament, an independent power project in Ijede Ikorodu, a radiant thread in the fabric of sustainable development, and a tourism promotion venture on Victoria Island, a vibrant tribute to the city's shape in Mayedi Ikorodu, a testament to the leaders' unwavering commitment to building a brighter future. Over 36 years, this champion of entrepreneurship has been a guiding light, inspiring a new generation of visionaries and leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, just last year, this institution benefited from his magnanimity of philanthropy. To commemorate a milestone, his 80th birthday and the anniversary of his appointment as Executive Director Project by the late Chief Wahab Folawiyo and his daughter's birthday, Chief Tunde Fanimoku made a staggering donation of 3.5 billion naira. And that was to establish an ultra-modern entrepreneurship center at Yaba College of Technology, aptly named the Folawiyo Entrepreneurship Center in honor of the late Alhaji Chief Dr. Wahab Yonda Folawiyo, OFRCU, and the visionary founder of the Yinka Folawiyo conglomerate. Chief Fanimoku's exceptional intellectual and literary acumen are exemplified through his contributions to biographical literature and public discourse. He is the author of the 400-page book titled Check on Day, His Story is History, written in 2009. And he's also a co-author of two other books on his mentor, benefactor, role model, and father figure. His Eminence, Alhaji Chief Dr. Wahab Yada Folawiyo OFRCON, and Yaba of Nigeria. The two other books are titled Yinka Folawiyo, Excellence in Entrepreneurship, written in 1998, and Yinka Folawiyo, Philanthropy as the Vines Stock Exchange, written in 2009. His literary endeavors, his intellectual contributions manifest in the realm of public oratory. On March 22, 2014, he delivered a profound address titled The Place of Lagos Indigenes, Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow. He proposed public lectures to focus on number 13, Global Golden Gates to Wealth Creation in April 2016. And Lagos is rich, indigenous Lagosians are poor, a paradox in 2017. Chief Anumoku enjoys reading, writing, and community services as past time. Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Anumoku is happily married to Chief Mrs. Omowumi Oluyemi Abeni ni Akintunde, his old classmate at both the Comprehensive High School, Pampru Ayetoro, Ogun State, and also at the Great Ife, Osun State. Their marital life since April 1972 is richly blessed with very successful children in their various walks of life and lovely grandchildren. Ladies and gentlemen, time brings us to the threshold where another history is to be made for the books. Time brings us to Greenland's amphitheater. The curtains of time to reveal a new act, and the spotlight illuminates the majestic arc of a life well lived. As we gather to commemorate this momentous occasion, the whispers of yesterday's triumphs and today's promise converge, weaving an indelible thread in the fabric of history. This day, we honor the luminous legacy of a trailblazer, an administrator, an entrepreneur, a philanthropist, whose footprints have paved the way for generations to come. And we eagerly await the next verse in the epic poem of his life. The moment is near, and the man of the moment is here. To tribute from his wealth of knowledge and experience, the first annual Distinguished Service Lecture titled Excellence, Integrity, Resourcefulness, and Selflessness, the hallmark of state public service, a case study in progress, unity and prosperity, 1967 to 2022. Standing ovation, ladies and gentlemen, help me to welcome to the lectern His Excellency Chief Rashid Babatunde Anumoku to take us on this academic journey. Sim, ótimo. Aí olha, eu vou aqui. Não, bom. Protocolo aí. Ilé láti sọ ọ́ tọ̀jà wẹ̀.
Sir, those, God bless you all. Awesome. Let us listen carefully. Baba is about to us. Distinguished ladies, can we please settle down? We're about to listen to the lecture from His Eminence. In fact, I am overwhelmed. An enigma, an amazing. Abisi Baba. Over to you, sir.
Distinguished audience, before going to the protocol and before presenting my lecture, let me pay homage and tribute to our darling governor of Lagos State, Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, who is very much after my heart for the wonderful job he's doing in Lagos State, especially the concept, vision, and mission of Greater Lagos. May God continue to reward him abundantly. The Honorable Commissioner that represented him will be passing my message. Secondly, I want to disclose to you that today is a very glorious day in my life. Not only because the hall is full, but because I'm celebrating 41 years of my service in Folawiyo Group of Companies. I did not apply for the job. It was the work I did in Lagos State that endeared me to Folawiyo. I left public service on a Friday, and the following day, Folawiyo asked me and said I should come and take over his empire, based on the integrity, resourcefulness of Lagos. To that extent, I'm celebrating today, April 9th, the 41st anniversary of my working for Folawiyo. I must have satisfied the man. By the time he died, he made me a life director. So till the end of my life, I'm a life director of Folawiyo Group. I have stake in all the things that I've done for Folawiyo. That is enough for any man. So at my age of 80, what I'm celebrating is thanking God for what I've benefited from the men who have molded my life. I have never in my life applied for any job. When I graduated from Lagos from University of Fisher, Mobolaji Johnson was already having my name on his list as the prospective economic technocrat for Lagos State. And I was so invited. I was trained locally and I was trained abroad. It was that job that I was doing when Jagondi came in. Without consultation with me, he made me permanent secretary, economic department, governor's office. I turned out to be his right-hand man, the closest to him throughout his administration. And I thank God for the exposure. When the change came, I had to leave Lagos State on my own, voluntary retirement. The following day, Chief Olawiyo called me and handed over his empire to me. I think I'm exceptionally lucky. So what we are celebrating today is celebrating with me a rich experience in the career area, a rich experience in entrepreneurship. That's what I've been doing over the past 40 years. And the result has been very, very rewarding. What I'm also celebrating is not just my 81 birthday, but the fact that I don't know how to put it. I got in love with Yaba technology. It was a miraculous marriage. Yaba Tech did not approach me to support them. I only came across reading the pamphlet published by the, and I was excited. The languages there, they are the type of languages I wanted to hear. Investment in the future. Investment in education. Entrepreneurial advancement. Technological transformation of Nigeria. By the time I finished reading this book, I was the one begging to meet the rector of Yaba. The transformation came in January last year. I arranged with my principal private secretary that I would like to meet the rector. To my pleasant surprise, he came with a team of 12 members. I said, what is the problem? Just to have interaction. But at the end of that interaction, my ego came in love with Yaba Tech. Another reason, I was convinced that if we are serious in this, Yaba Tech would have become a university. Based on the record achievement, on the record of something, and what I wanted to do was to partner with and try to support them. I did not know they are going to full marriage with me. As of now, one of the greatest birthday gifts I got from our president is upgrading the Yaba College of Tech to university. And I want to make the message loud and clear. The bond between me and Yaba Tech will not end. Through my elbows and to the work, it's going to be one of the foremost leading universities in Nigeria. Related as it is, you will never regret. Last year, when your rector convinced me to provide the 150 acres in my new mega city of 800 acres, which is costing 5.6 trillion naira, I gave it out voluntarily. I did not know Yaba will become a university. If I could give you that when you are taking something, you can imagine what I'll give you more. But I will not disclose that now. Your rector is not open to you yet. After what I promised here last year, he has secured for me 3 times what I promised last year. We're telling you more about that one. For today's occasion, I will observe protocol. I'm not here to give a lecture. You already have pamphlet of my paper. I will do the presentation. I will do the highlights. Many of the messages there, they are takeaway messages. You have to go home and read them, ask yourself questions, because it has been said by the rector. It is a wake-up call. I am a proud product of the public service of Lagos State. I was privileged to be among the foundation laid by late Brigadier General Mobolaji Johnson, and infused us with all we have called for: integrity, resourcefulness, excellence, and selflessness. These are the principles that I grew up with. And today, I have members of my association here, the Association of Retired Lagos State Head of Service and Permanent Secretary, ably represented by other members. That is my constituency. I did not go into other school under Father Folawiyo. Yakonde did not send me to any school. It was the public service of Lagos State that made me what I am today. And forever I'll be grateful. So to the young ones, be industrious. Face your job. Your reward will come. Don't engage in corruption. Don't engage in any lawlessness. Do your work and your reward will come. My own reward has come. At 70, before of Lagos State Public Service, Folawiyo on invitation. By the time I worked with Folawiyo for 7 years, I asked the question, Baba, how did you start your business? And he told me the story. That is what formed my first book on Folawiyo when he turned 70. Entrepreneurial ventures, how he started. I started using that one to build myself up. And today, I can talk with authority that I have also been rewarded by the Almighty God. No entrepreneurship. I'm never in contract. I've never engaged in anything free service without any blemish. So those of you coming behind, the height is the limit. More importantly, Lagos State has set a very good example for the rest of the country, whether we like it or not. Some of them. And the beauty of it, I'm ending my lecture with what the Sanusi Emir of Kano, during his first term, he said so in 2016. He said, look at Lagos State. See what Lagos State has made of itself. This is the story Nigeria should learn. It is on that note that I'm going to end this lecture. It started from, it always started with very good fun. It nurtured those of us who are the pioneer graduate officers and infused us with very genuine desire. Public service is a public trust. You are put there not for yourself, and you must do it. So along the line, after the protocol, I will highlight some of my lectures, but the type of lecture we are to give today will not take less than a whole day, but there's no time for that. I asked the rector, how long am I going to speak for? He said, roughly 45 minutes. The draft lecture I sent was 44 minutes. I said, how do I manage 44 pages in 48 hours? But I said, I will manage. Now it has been adjusted and it's about 36 pages. I'm using this opportunity to appeal to the chairman of the occasion. Adjust the 45 minutes to 50 minutes for me. I need the extra minute to do some explanation. I will call attention. If I have to read everything here, it will take more than 1 hour. If I have your permission, then I'll go ahead. So if that is the case, we start with the protocol. And on protocol, I want to thank the chairman of the occasion and also the chairman of the governing council. When he came on board, I knew he was on a very giant shoes of his, that's the prince, somebody very dear to me. And I said I will support him. When I heard his name, for proper pronunciation, and I was told the middle name is Ishalao. I thought it was Ishalao. I thought he won't need my money again. If Ishalao. So I told my legal people, wait a minute. What I'm giving them, let me make sure this new Ishalao or Ishalawa needs my money. Miraculously, that August, he sent me a letter confirming that what I'm doing for the college is his support. I never seen it support you. I wish you very well. You have started very well, and your tenure will be very productive. The leadership will do what will be with something. You have able lieutenant. I met your rector January last year, and he has ever been very close to me as advisors, as a consultant, and we are already friends. And as I said, I belong wholeheartedly to Yaba College of Technology. So on that note, I will start my protocol by thanking the chairman and also the rector for inviting me, all the appropriate bodies without wasting time. They are interested in my lecture and this other thing. More importantly, I want to thank the members of the council and the educational board, the management committee, heads of departments and their deputies, lecturers, registrars and their deputies, the non-academic staff, parents, special guests and friends, and most importantly, the students of Yaba Tech. I greet you. The students of Yaba Tech, I greet you. I'm greeting you for a purpose. Up till now, your institution is called Yaba the Greatest. Yaba the Great. If now you become a university, I want you to assure me you will not be calling yourself Yaba the Greatest. If you are doing that, you will be competing with my own university. The great Ife, it is the only one in the universe. It's the only campus with with as much as 20,000 hectares of land, not yet fully developed. If you agree, we are in partnership. If you want to compete, find your way. Congratulations on this achievement. Now, there are preliminaries I want to clear. I don't intend to give a lecture. I will only highlight the salient points. The first one I've mentioned, I'm a product of Lagos State Public Service, and I feel proud. I can stand my ground anywhere in private sector, in the community, and beat my chest. I've got a good background. And God will continue to make the Lagos Public Service shine and be a good example. That is the whole purpose of what we are doing at the Association of Retired Permanent Secretary, to nurture new ones to help the government to procure. So I thank the opportunity of my life for serving the Lagos service. So what we are using today is a case study, and we are treating a subject that is 8 years old. If I were to give you the full story, it will take a long time. What I intend to do is to give you the highlights, refer you to the relevant pages in the pamphlet, and have a look at them. There may be opportunity another time to have a look. But the first thing I'm asking for is that you would allow me to spend the time given to me by the chairman. Nobody should disturb me. I told my private secretary, when 15 times to the end of the time, to me, signal to me so that I can round up. I don't want to rely on her because she did the same thing for me somewhere. She was so much, she forgot herself. How now? He said, go on. So the chairman will be the one here to call me if I'm exceeding my time. Secondly, under protocol, I don't want to bother you, but in your pamphlet you will see, I was specially nurtured by Lagos State government. From the time I was engaged, I was sent back to the university, I was sent abroad, I was made the head of economic planning. It has been a special grooming, and I thank God I benefited from it. So that summary we hear there will show you that Lagos State Public Service cherishes good training, locally and abroad, and it's very rewarding. If you are productive, I was getting promotion almost every year. So much so that at the relative age of 35, I became a permanent secretary. So Lagos State is a darling to me. It's my area of jurisdiction, and I recommend you to pray for your grown ones to have this type of uprightness and to be fulfilling. After that one, I want to briefly mention a number of things. But before doing so, I want to seek your indulgence to mention what I experienced in the University of Ife, Great Ife. A professor wanted to give us a lecture, and he gave the topic, the inevitability of instability in Nigeria as a nation state, or as a mere geographical extension. By the time the professor spent 1 hour, he was defining what instability means, what the various forms of instability, the inevitability, Nigeria as a nation state, Nigeria as a and after spending 1 hour, said that brings me to the end of my introduction. And it was getting time to lunch. So the students said, what's this man talking? We are going for lunch. And one after the other, including myself, we walked out of him. And at the end of his delivery, only one person was standing. And he said, I thank you for the respect and honor you giving me to waiting till the end of my lecture. That one said, Professor, I'm waiting for you to clear out so I can lock the gate. I'm the security man for this place. I don't want you to push me out. So allow me to be very brief. What I will touch, some of them are documented. You can make more inquiry. I'm not going to take your time. I will do my best. So I'll start off with the first quotable quote, which is a very powerful statement. I think it's on page 3 of your book. The hallmark of Lagos was and still is its ability to absorb many people, many languages, and many cultural influences. It has done so since time immemorial, and it's a process to which there is no predictable end. That is the first signal. That something is unique about Lagos. When you come in here, you make progress. When you come in here, you get transformation. Something is there. And part of it is that the people of Lagos State are very friendly. Lagos is a native community. It has its own tentacle. But when you come into Lagos, you are at home. And that is the first thing that I want us to take home. That Lagos is accommodating. It was so before the colonialists. It has remained so, and it will ever remain so. And Lagos State, as the home of Yaba technology, we welcome you, and we shall continue to welcome you. The second quotation on that page is attributed to our former head of state, Yakubu Gowon. And I quote, the basic elements of good governance are honesty, transparency, and integrity. Honesty, transparency, and integrity. These, among others, are strong values that should be embedded in the culture and leadership of Africa. If this message is taken rightly at various levels of government, at various levels of the country, in the continent of Africa, we will not be where we are today. We need visionary leaders, and I'm going to point some of them out. Lagos has been exceptionally lucky by the time of leaders we have, starting with Mobolaji Johnson, going to Jack Ondip. And when Bola Ahmed came in, he made a big turning point. He has been the power behind the throne for the past 26 years in Lagos, whatever anybody will say. So Lagos has been privileged, not because it's a friendly city, not because it's a native city, but because of the leadership. The type of leadership we have been getting in Lagos State. That is what makes it what it is today. But we cannot cover all of them. So what I have done is to list for you on the next page, I suppose, what I call the legacies of the public service of Lagos State, which I imbibe, which has been helping me to mold my life, and which is now in the forefront of everything that I'm doing. Number one is incorruptibility, personal integrity, self-discipline, simple lifestyle, self-confidence, courage of your conviction, prudence in public fund management, action-oriented management practices. Note that word. It's not just any management, but action-oriented. You want a result. So when you are doing it, you must get the result. If you don't get it, you are a failure. So action-oriented management practices, equitable distribution of resources. Lagos State belongs to 5 separate communities, but they are working together, and Lagos remains the only one since it was created 58 years ago. All the others have been subdivided or linked up. Lagos remains with the umbilical cord of Ibile, Ikorodu, Badagry, Epe, Lagos, and Badagry. That unity, sense of unity, is what Lagos State is demonstrating to the whole country. We don't have to belong to the same religion. We don't have to belong to the same ethnic group. We don't have to share the same knowledge or belong. What collection or activity will make us great. That is part of the greatness of Lagos State. So I'm leaving for you to go on that one, and the rest, of course, the norm of public office as a public trust. You are not in government to enrich your pocket. You are not in government to start stealing. Nobody will carry election manifesto and tell the people, I'm coming to steal your money. It's when they get there, they get swollen-headed. It's when they get there, they will not look elsewhere, and they want to turn millionaires, if not billionaires, overnight. That is part of the problem we are having. Public post is a public trust. You are assigned, you will live there one day. Even in Yoruba, they say so. Office don't go in your way. Do your own and go, and leave it for the other. Set up the standard. And I think that is what Yaba is enjoying today. All the preceding leaders, they set the standard, they left the stages, and you have new ones coming in. God continue to help you. Carry it there along with your council. As I said, I'm now part and parcel of you. But I don't want any what do they call it now? Award or something. I don't want that one. It's as if because I'm giving you money, I won't take it. I will export our relationship. But I am with you, and we are going places by the grace of God. Lastly, I call it accountability and resourcefulness for sustainable development. All these words are very key words. We have no time to go into them, but I spell them out in the body of my lecture. Accountability. Whatever you are doing should be accountable. There should be no secret about what you are doing. It's a public service. You are using people's money. They put a trust on you, so the accountability is non-negotiable. You don't have to fight for it. Separate taking you to court, some civil service, but no, you yourself as a public officer should be accountable for whatever you are doing. The other one is resourcefulness. That is the secret of the success of Lagos State government. Right from the beginning, Lagos State government, unbelievable, started with only 10 million pounds. That was the allowance given by federal government to Lagos State. So Mobolaji Johnson had to start from scratch. And you can imagine a state that started on $10 million is now with the highest level of internally generated revenue. Somewhere in the speech, when you add the internally generated revenue of about 20 other states, we will equal to that of Lagos State. How did we manage? We manage the resources prudently, we build upon it, explore other new areas, including exploration of oil, which Jakonde started and which I was privileged to complete when I was for Lawiyo. Lagos now is an oil producing state. But we are not crazy about oil. It's just one of the income. The second one is coming, and it's likely to be from OPL 310. That will be a second oil in Lagos State. The important thing we are saying, oil, good as it is, should be a boom, not what you call it now, a boom. It should be a source of further enrichment. We don't have to mismanage our abundance. That's the problem with Nigeria. So Lagos State, as a state country for you, started from scratch and started building itself up. It has got to a point of no return. No other state is as prosperous as Lagos State. And Lagos State is a very, very modest way. Along in my speech lecture, I mentioned Lagos State was not born great, but it started building itself up from scratch. I will look for that area and I'll mention it. Lagos State was surrounded by potential for greatness, and the leaders and subsequent successors, they started building up it. That is where Lagos is today. So I will appeal. I welcome my Oliver Twist. She knows what I'm calling her that. You are welcome. That's the VC of University of Lagos, who was recently given an award. If she begs me, I will not tell you why I'm calling her Oliver Twist. But if she insists, I will disclose to you why she's Oliver Twist. And she's here because she's Oliver Twist. So something else is coming to her way. So, gentlemen, along the speech, you will see where I declare. Shakespeare says somewhere, some people are born great, some achieve greatness, some have greatness thrust upon them. Lagos State was not born great. It started from scratch, and there is no end to the prosperity. Along the line, I mentioned it somewhere. Mobolaji Johnson, the first governor of Lagos State, told those of us who are the foundation graduates, he quoted this language of the founding fathers of World Bank at their meeting in Bretton Woods in 1944. That was the year I was born. Mobolaji told us, Mobolaji told us there is no end to prosperity. That is the message we should all carry. Whether at family level, at state level, there is no end to prosperity. Abundance is everywhere. You have to labor and toil and get it there. As somebody rightly said, if you are digging for diamond, you have to dig deep. You are not looking for any ordinary something. That is the essence of competence, resourcefulness, and this other thing. So I'm putting to you that Lagos State is a good example of all these achievements through visionary leadership. But specifically, I want to mention that just imagine what Lagos of today will be. Yes. I was saying that we should not imagine what Lagos State of today will be without the Lekki Peninsula Development Scheme. Without the Lekki Peninsula Development Scheme. Lagos will not be able to accommodate the new development we have now, the Agote Refinery, Free Trade Center, Port Complex. It was because a visionary leader in the person of Jakonde in the 1980s of that corridor of 90 kilometers and said that successive government will come and put something there. Is that not the reality today? Lagos State is benefiting from the and the whole of Nigeria. We are running aircraft because they're putting something. So visionary leadership is the progress of Lagos State. And I recommend this, and we have been lucky in Lagos State. Jakande took over from Mobolaji Johnson and laid a very good example. After him, there are other governors, but the most outstanding after Jakande happens to be the president of Nigeria, of Lagos. He did his best, and he made sure that subsequent administration 26 years, whether you like it or not, Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been behind every administration in Lagos State. And if we are saying it was still successful, we must thank the country that we have somebody like that at the helm of affairs. But for this occasion, I will not say more than that. The point I'm making is this. The point I'm making is this. The point I'm making is this, and I want you to note it in the pamphlet with you. Timelessness. Timelessness is the main distinguishing characteristics of the core values and hallmarks. All these hallmarks we are talking about, they should be in you. You should explore them. I can hold it. I hope I will see please. I'm trying to highlight the main part of my lecture. And I'm saying that all these examples of visionary leadership, successful improvements, going from one thing to the other, revenue drive, transportation, is because we have been having successful leadership. And I'm giving credit to the founding father, Mobolaji Johnson. After him, the first civilian government, Jakande, who did a wonderful thing. And after that one happens to be Governor Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who not only sustained his own vision, but make sure that all the successors, they have been following the path, and I wish him well in his current assignment. I wish the governor of Lagos State, the governor of Lagos State had bought the same thing. He's supporting me in 2 mega projects of gargantuan investment in Lagos State without having for any payroll, and they are becoming a reality. That's the type of leader we want in Lagos State, who will turn things around, who will make it possible, open up Badagry area, turn it into a new city, creating 3 islands near Banana Island. Lagos will continue to be faced, and that is the type of thing I'm doing. I'm doing all this because Governor Sanwo-Olu is behind me. I'm doing it because his own godfather, the president, is behind him. We need to move Lagos State. It is not enough to rest to where you are, and that's the next topic. Because excellence is not a transition. It's not a terminal post. It is work in progress. It is construction of a road permanently under construction. You have to improve, you have to add, you have to create. That's excellence. Excellence is one day something. So in my speech somewhere, I quoted for you what the great philosopher Aristotle said about excellence. I quoted for you what the ruler of Dubai said. Excellence is a race that has no end. Whatever your excellence record, improve upon it in any sphere of endeavor. And that is the message I hope we pass to the young one. Excellence is a continuous drive. Those who are inheriting us at 81, I'm nearing the bottom part, whether I like it or not. Those coming behind us will learn that they should move the status forward. And that is the essence of my message. And when we are in government, we are not there for yourself alone. But I add somewhere in the complex, we need nǹkan tí àgbà fi ń jẹ̀kọ. Nǹkan tí àgbà fi ń jẹ̀kọ. I will not tell you the secret today. Ó dúró àlékún ta lè sọ fún àwọn tó bá dáwà initiate. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wákọ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀tàn. Ẹgbẹ́ bá rí mi. ẹ bá ní gbogbo ibẹ̀ ni wéèvù Lagos State wà àṣọ ìpínlẹ̀ fún yín lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ olùsàlẹ̀ èkó lọ́wọ́ ń ṣe adámọ̀ òrìṣà ó ní nǹkan tó ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ lọ sí Badagry tó ń ṣe ìsọ̀ngbẹ́tọ̀ wọ́n ní nǹkan tó ń pè. So at this meeting I'm only telling you those that are transferable, telling those that you can pursue. I'm telling you those that are worldwide, they are not personalized to any area. But for the little under the, I'll tell you that. Lastly, I mentioned in the pamphlet that Lagos is a unique territory. You should ask yourself, what is the meaning of unique territory? What is it unique? And I've listed for you, I think, 12 items why Lagos is unique. So if you want to bring something like Lagos, we have to understand it. Number one, Lagos used to be a cluster of islands. But this island connected all together. And the water transportation has been part of Lagos from the beginning. Water transportation, we are pulling back the progress of Lagos. Cluster of islands was the beginning of Lagos. Number two, it used to be a trading post and an entrepot. That's why I say if you come to my area, Olugbo, that is where you have the secret of international trade. That is where you have many other things that I could not disclose to you here. Another characteristic, Lagos happens to be a strategic location for international trade. Well, that is where Nigeria is trading it wrong. Our international trade is only importation of food. We are not exporting. And we are not talking of Naira crisis. How will it happen? We are not promoting export. We are food production. That should be the asset of our country. It's not going there. International trade is a you bring, I send to you, and that makes it balanced. And we have a study. But Nigeria, God helping us, we have neglected agriculture. We have depended so much on importation. Food production is now a liability to our country. Only those who know this, how much we are spending on food. And the population is not going down. So may God guide us all. So Lagos is a good example of what Nigeria could make for itself. Another point is that it used to have a colonial status. That is past. That is my business. When the colonialists were here, that's not my concern. That's what the lecturer is telling you today. Forget about the colonial status of Lagos. That one has come and passed. Forget about when Lagos State was serving through government, federal government. That one has come and gone. You look forward if you want to move forward. And when you have a plan, you concentrate on your plan. So what is happening in Nigeria is that we are not consistent with our vision, with our mission, and we are. May God use Lagos State as a good example. Another point I mentioned is emergence of Lagos State in the 1960s, at a period of political turbulence. That was the time of Biafra War. That was the time you are not safe in Lagos. Every time it's going, but you continue to kick. You continue to monster. So where the saying goes, if the towing gets tough, the tough must get going. That is the essence of resourcefulness. That's the essence of commitment. If you start a journey, you must end it by the grace of God. The other one I mentioned is proliferation of prediction of doom and birth. Our colleagues from the Old West, they were laughing at Lagos. And Lagos for sure. What have we got? No cocoa, no palm oil. What have we got? They forgot resourcefulness. They forget the ability of man to think other ways out. And by the time the West woke up, we are up there and they are down there. So resourcefulness is very vital. Inward ability that government has given you, we can use it to transform. Just a minute. That's Inca. I hope everything is fine. She is from indigenous Lagos. She's getting worried that I wanted to secret. I'm not revealing any secret. Okay. So, feel comfortable. That is general knowledge. So Lagos was just to be a failure. Not only fail, it has been successful. You will see also in my lecture, the first governor assumed that post at the age of 30. Mobolaji Johnson became the governor of Lagos State at the age of 30. But he used the opportunity to transform Lagos State so much so that Lagos State became the pace setter for all your country. Nothing is impossible. The young ones take the courage, take it, and God will guide you. You will get there. Nothing is life if you have the education. The last but not the least is the miracle of survival. That is where I'm going. As I said, everything will not be revealed. Àwọn kan kan wà tó yẹ pé ti bílẹ̀ tí a lè sọ jáde ní ìgbà. Where I don't worry you carry the way ṣubú, I'm not revealing anything. We have some things in Lagos, they are not, but they are inbuilt inheritance of Lagos State. If you use them, you will always be successful. I come from my family built here in 1861, and I can tell you that prosperity is part and parcel of our own family. We didn't fix it, but we are building upon it. And it now, I'm passing it. So Lagos State is richly blessed in all these areas. The last but not least is the great value of Lagos, what I call cultural, multicultural, and multi-religious society. This is giving Lagos diversity. You are free to practice your own religion. There is no harm. Do your own. You believe in it. I will respect you. During Ramadan, I will respect you. During Easter, you will respect me. During the native song, and that must continue. A book. If you are interested, Rector, I will send it to you. It's called The Death of Death. What it's telling you is about all the religions, how they originate, the concept. We are all serving one God. But your way and manner of serving, your belief is different. But there are three things common to all religions. It's called 3 B's. Believe, behave, and belong. If that is your faith, that's your faith. If you're a Catholic, you believe it. If you're a Muslim, you believe it. If you are only believe, you believe it. Then you belong to what that religion teaches. You cannot say you are a Muslim and during Ramadan, you are dancing all over the place and eating here and there. That is not behavior. Also, you must belong. If you are a Christian on Saturday, Sunday, they expect you to be sober, to be near God on Sunday. That's not the day they will see you going to naming ceremony and all other things. So if you have the 3 B's, you believe, you belong, and you behave, you are perfect with yourself. That is one secret of Lagos State. You can have any religion you have. You are at home in Lagos State. And in many families in Lagos State, we have all the religions. We have some of them here. Kábíyèsí, Kádé pẹ́ lórí, Ìbàtà pẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀, Káṣe ogun apẹ́ lẹ́nu, Odòrè àṣìṣe ẹ̀bí, ṣé kí n sọ fún wọn nǹkan tí odù tẹ́ fi mú Èkó dúró? Wọ́n ní má ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀, ní má ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Ọlọ́run ló bless Èkó, and we cannot go, so I've listed them. Then we have the remaining 3. I call it the spirit of financial self-reliance and resourcefulness. Lagos State can turn itself into whatever it wants to be in the world. We have some constraints, and I'll mention that one. That's the only problem. Otherwise, Lagos State will be higher than where it is today. If you had been a country like Singapore, and I'll mention the similarities, we have all it takes to become Singapore of Africa by now. But because we belong to the Federation, because of this other thing, I will mention them. So again, what we are saying is that the resourcefulness of Lagos State is the propeller of what we are having today. And the last but not the least is that we have a period, this is very important, of relative good governance at this takeoff and since up to date. We have been lucky with the people at the helm of affairs in Lagos State. They have been devoted to their job, they are learning, they are improving, and that is my love for the current governor. It means a lot and wants Lagos, greater Lagos in the 21st century. And I promise him I will do my best to put my service at his service. The last but not the least is that they are very enterprising. The very, okay, the very last, the very last. We have in Lagos State very enterprising people. This is important. If you don't have enterprising people, opportunities will come and go. You must have people who can turn opportunities into something, who can face challenges. That is the secret of one of the secrets of Lagos State. We have very enterprising people under a culture of unity in diversity. Do your own, I'll do my own, but what we are going is separate. You can come from anywhere. You can become a millionaire in Lagos State. I'm not bothered. Next to me, you can be a driver, you can be something. Tomorrow, you can be, and so what? Life must continue. That is part of the secret of what Lagos State is doing. And last but is that I think I should talk for conclusion. Now, I call it the private sector. The private sector is very important. Right from a long time, private sector, right from the long time, private sector have been playing a vital role in Lagos, quietly, publicly, and it's continuing. And that is, beg your pardon? Say what? So that brings me to the end of what I call the idea of that one. What I listed, why is Lagos State not higher than where it is today? And I have the reasons listed in your paper. I'll quickly run over them within the 10 minutes available for me. Lagos State is a constituent unit of the federation. Therefore, we cannot go it alone. We have to follow federal character. We have to do things that do not allow other states. It's a limitation, but it's also good. Secondly, insecurity of life, not necessarily in Lagos, but if it affects one area, it will affect us. That is part of the problem. The other one listed in the document with you is that Lagos State has uncontrollable influx of people. It can be an asset if properly managed. If you take care of them, you give them employment. But if they come into Lagos, no work, they will become nuisance. They will become stout. They will become all sorts of characters. That is part of the problem in Lagos State. We have no control of who and who will come in, and it's part of it. Another thing is the population is concentrating in certain areas. We have to open up, decongest the center, urbanization, but there's limits to what government can do. Absence of adequate industrial base. For everybody coming to Lagos State, they are looking for employment, private or public. If they come and there's no job, you have problem on your hand. That's part of the problem of people of Lagos State. And on like that one, and lack of something. Lagos State is also fortunate to have available resources being fully used. The rest are listed in the pamphlet, and you get them, you have it there. So the question we ask ourselves, why are we not the same level with Singapore? That's not the question for today. It will be answered another day. But I'm putting the challenge to the young ones that inspire to use Singapore as the mentor nation and try to be there, even though as part of federal government setup. Lastly is the 4 values. Again, they are listed. I don't have to call your attention. They are there: integrity, unity, and diversity, retention of sustainable development agenda. There's an annexure here. I've given you what I call the 13 arenas. They are all starting with E, arranged in alphabetical order. Any serious government that can follow that agenda, your state will continue to inspire. It's in one of the annexures there. The last again is the one of how do we become rich? There's an annexure there that telling you there are 13 golden gates to greatness. If you are the type that wants to make money, go and read that annexure and pick your own there. When I interviewed my boss, Olavio, he was in 6 of them. I said, Baba, no wonder you are so rich. If you are in shipping, you are in this, you are in that one, and I pick one, and that is real estate. That is my line of business. And I can say quite clearly that it has been most rewarding. It is just one. So for those of you who want to aspire to become entrepreneur or whatever, Look at that annexure and you pick your case there. So Lagos as a center of excellence is well established. We are saying that the journey still continues. It's not an end. We are not where we should be. We should use the example of Singapore to see what we are, and that is all we are saying. So all in all, I'm saying in all seriousness, with all emphasis, that I am a proud product of the Lagos State Public Service. And I'm saying I have a lucky opportunity of attending Methodist Westside School. The motto of that school is non-CB salaries, not for you but for others. When I was in charge of lands in Lagos State, I had no special interest. At the time I left government and they probed me, they had nothing. I had no extra land. It was because I was not seeing land as my own. And today, I thank God, the type of project coming to me, I have more than enough land to even distribute. All the other landmarks were highlighted in your pamphlet. And I've given you the highlights, the reasons, what you should do, how to get there. We don't need to repeat them. When you go home, read them, and then you see them. I've quoted for you Aristotle. I've quoted for you what the ruler of Dubai mentioned, and on like that. I will only round up with my conclusion, and they are based on certain things. The conclusion is mainly that Lagos State is where it is today because the DNA of Lagos includes integrity. Our first governor was probed and he was given a clean slate. He was the only one, along with another one, that was found incorruptible. The first civilian government came, he was probed, and he was one of the only UPN state governors that was found incorruptible. So I conclude that integrity is in the DNA of Lagos State. I buy the idea that those of us who pilot Lagos State till now, I cannot vote for those who are there, but we learned that public post is a public trust, and you never tamper with what belongs to all of us. And that's what I've been doing. And I think at the age of 81, I'm in a position to make that pronouncement. I was in the midst of opportunity. I was never tempted. In government, in private sector, in Polario will not love me so much when he died to make me a life director, to continue looking after his empire. It's all because he knew I was training the children I was bringing up. This is the summary of what I presented. The other details you will see, and I've surrounded them. I mentioned specifically some giant signs in Lagos State. I don't need to repeat them. You will see them listed there, all the areas of improvement, but it is not the end of the road. New ways how to improve it, the blue train, the red train, all these ones, they are good. They are building on Jakonde's metro line. You can come and improve upon that one. So in conclusion, I have no other thing but to ask you to read the pamphlet religiously as possible. Ask yourself some questions, and then what is not clear, pass them to the rector. I will attend to it as and when I can do so. All the topics are listed under takeaways, and I've given the hints, the definition, encyclopedia definition, what it means. You look at them, you find your areas of interest there for everyone. The only one I call your attention to are the three annexures. One is the sustainable development agenda. The young ones should be interested. If you are in government, you should be interested. It's not everything that should interest you, but those 13 away lives, starting with E in alphabetical order, any good government that can take enough will make a success of its assignment. The same thing with 13 global things. All the money bags in the world, they fall into this category. Choose where you want to belong, but I beg you don't belong to number 13. Number 13 is the looting of the treasury, public treasury, corruption, stealing, money laundering. That is the one you should avoid. Any other one, please find your way and God will bless you and let you arrive there. So, Chairman, thank you very much, and I thank you very much for that.
Somebody like me.
Okay. Ó dà tó bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ló máa bẹ̀rẹ̀. After the lecture. Okay. Good you. Okay. Èyí ìdè rẹ̀.
Question and answer.
Sọ́kọ́ náà.
After question and answer.
See.
Thank you, wonderful students. God bless you, wonderful students. We have all listened to Baba. It's as if Baba should continue. Honestly, we feel it shouldn't stop. We are all overwhelmed. Honestly, I am overwhelmed. And I've got one or two things to take home. He is an enigma, no doubt about it. He's an amazing, no doubt, an entrepreneur, a Baba, a grandfather, everything to us here. You will assist me in putting your hands together for Baba, please. A round of applause. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, that is not enough. For somebody of this big magnitude and eminence, sorry. We will do it in this same manner, like we started off, in a little flying manner. After yes, one clap. Is that order? Are we ready? Yes. 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 Yes, 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 yes. Thank you very much. God bless you all. We have been very lucky today at this occasion. We have been blessed by people from academia who are here to grace this occasion with us and to assist us in appreciating our Baba. I want to begin with the University of Ife, OAU. A personal friend of Baba has been here for quite a long time, and we want Baba to know that he has been here. He's a personal friend, a classmate of yours, Baba, is Professor Opusami. Can you please transfer for recognition? Thank you very much, sir. At the University of Ife, seated very close to me here, we have the Deputy Vice Chancellor of Research, OAU, Professor Akoni Akiyomi. Also from OAU, another eminent personality representing OAU management, Professor Rocco Akinfala. So glad to see you, sir. Right at our backyard here, at the University of Lagos. You can see what's seated beside my rector there. She's been smiling to my rector, and my rector has been smiling back. So I have not said anything. No. God will bless the University of Lagos here, beginning with our Vice Chancellor, Professor Folashade Ogushola, OON, FAS. Yes, I don't know whether you permit to say any other thing. Beauty and brain personified. Next following, Professor Bola Osho, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academics and Research. So glad. And next to her, Mrs. Abosede Whitfield, am I right? Whitlever. So that's English name. Glad to see you. Also from University of Lagos, representative of the university. Bossa. Thank you, ma. And also from the University of Lagos, Professor Adetokunbo Okiki, the University Librarian. Also from the University of Lagos, Professor Matthew Ilori, Director, Academic Planning. So glad to see you. So you all agree with me that we are well blessed today with people from academia. I want to quickly recognize former Deputy Rector, Yaba College of Technology. Also, Professor Olasheni. Glad to see you. Our ballet from Abule Ijesha is our chief, Tabakola Wale Daudu, Ballet Abule Ijesha. We are recognized once again. Thank you very much, Your Royal Highness. And we also have ballet of Makoko Tito Chief Akim Additional. We are glad to see you. Thank you very much, sir. We are now going to question and answer session. Oh, sorry, Nancy. University of Lagos. Please permit me to quickly go back to the University of Lagos. Well, most probably I'm getting old. We sincerely apologize. Dr. Adega Enyimowo, the so Enyimowo, am I right? Enyimowo. The Lord will bless you, sir. That's the Southern School of Postgraduate Studies, also University of Lagos. Thank you very much. God bless you. Also a friend of the Chairman Government Council, his heir, Dr. Adelusi. You are highly recognized. We are moving into question and answer session. We have listened to researched lecture, a lecture that I didn't want to end. In fact, I didn't move too close. I didn't move close to Baba at all, so that it will not appear as if I wanted to take the mic from him. If he could continue to tomorrow, we should be seated here, I can assure you. Baba, thank you very much for that wonderful lecture you have given us. You permit us, Daddy, to ask a few questions. Entertain only 2 questions, please. I want to seek your indulgence. Please forgive us. Time is fast spent. All our governing council members, they are eminent personalities who are seated since morning. We don't want to keep them waiting till eternity. Permit us to ask and answer only 2 questions. So we're in the area of questions and answer now. I will recognize the hands the way they come up. Question and answer session. Aha. I've seen one. Okay, from the students' arena. Yes, I've seen one there. President. Yes, get set for your question. Number 2, staff. Well, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, before the question being asked by the president of our student union, we want to recognize the presence of Mrs. Binta Adisa, the vice president, Sisters in D Foundation. Can you please stand up for recognition? Thank you very much, Alaja. Yes, over to you. Can you please come around? We would like to see your face as we ask your question. That's our president of the student union. Yes. Huh? My president. Next Nigerian students. Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. Quickly, for the sake of time, my question is, I was reading this lecture being directed towards public service. And at the same time, we as a student union government really want to see this as our unionism as a replica of public service. But now considering, we've gone through your profile and most of what you did was at your youthful age. So, but considering the level of self-entitlement in our society presently, the prevalence of moral decadency, At the same time, the unpleasant socioeconomic circumstances that make young people to be vulnerable to indulge in peasant practices. So we as the government, you've highlighted some of important notes we can take to navigate around this. But what will you advise to us if we are faced with these things? Because present economic circumstances, like I said, makes a lot of us to be vulnerable to indulge in what it ought not to be. At the same time, sir, I would like to use this opportunity, like our exceptional rector have said, seek for your consideration. We have the governing council here, the management. We also intend to expand our union as we transit to become a university. So we want you to remember us in all what you do. And I believe with your support and with what we are seeing right now, you will support us. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, President of our student union. Baba, would you like to respond, sir? Yes, sir.
Distinguished audience, the beauty of this lecture is centered around public service. Public service is not limited to government alone. Public service cuts across the whole society. Using the public service as an example, governance is not limited to public service. Governance is everywhere. It's in private sector. It's in student unionism. As a student leader, you should know you are being given a post of trust. You should know the best for your institution. You should be fair to your lecturers. If they want something, look at it from their point of view. That's the essence of this lecture. Selflessness should not be there. Use your resourcefulness to help them to improve on what is not available. Given limited budget by government, there's very little the college will do. But if you understand, you help them. If you understand, you come and pull somebody like me out of my shell to give you more. Your rector is doing that one. He's only laughing now. He's getting to me what I did not promise me before now. And all because he's doing very well what we are doing. Already my architect Leke, are you here? Architect Leke, are you here or is gone? That is one of your products. He's my consultant architect. He's my consultant architect. He did so well. He went to them at University of Lagos and they questioned him and they accepted his design of a 10-story building for the university. He started troubling me to increase it from 1 to 2 to 3. We are still battling with that. And he had the gut to tell me what about Yaba Tech. I said, what more do you want from Yaba? He said, I'm a product of Yaba Tech. Whatever I'm doing, I went to LASU, but Yaba Tech is my foundation. And because of him, I'm seriously contemplating in the subsequent phase of I'm using my resources for mainly education, entrepreneurship. I'm not interested in building empire or anything. He has talked to me so well. When you become a university, he has to plan for you. I will not say more than that. You want me to say that? Architect Leko has already sold the idea to me that the design that the University of Lagos loves so much should be replicated here. Whether 1, whether 2, I don't know. But that will happen when you also attain the status of university. The University of Lagos doing so well that we are excited to do more for them because of the type of leadership. Your leadership is so good now that you are university. I'm sending a message to the government that you have a partner in progress in my humble self and my foundation. That is. So good governance is not limited to government alone, it's everywhere. In private sector, you have good governance.
Thank you very much, Baba. I'm sure, Nigerian, you are satisfied. In a nutshell, for Kabale. Ladies and Nigerian students, so this background.
And one last question from Craig. Last one. Okay. Excellency, quick one. My question simply is, having listened very critically to your views, and of course, bringing to bear your experiences of life, but technically, and very sincerely, Your Excellency, if you must be frank with us, looking at the realities of today's global world, the renewed world order, do you think these views, values, and virtues of what you have so highlighted here today, and still reflect those virtues that you, at your time, symbolically represent when you look at the trend that is trending in the order of today? Your Excellency, that's just my question.
It's a good question. I anticipated it. It's just because I did not read my lecture. You will find it there. I told you, if at any given in time, we have a visionary leader like Jakonde to design, to promote, to execute incorruptibility, that is when Nigeria will survive. For as long as you have rogues as leaders, people who are not accountable to the people will not get there. As a result, the young ones, they have no aspiration, they have no hope. Why do you think Japaism is so popular? They are looking elsewhere for their salvation. So leadership is the issue, and it has to be inculcated. It's somewhere in my speech that Jakonde did not come from. He molded it here. Church, I work with him. When I left government service, I was also subjected to probe, series of probe. Nothing came out of it. It was because it was internalized. That's what is missing now. The young one cannot see any ray of hope. Those from young home, from home, they can be successful. If you have the entrepreneurial skill, why not get a scholarship and explore your talent? I have one of their next year there. All the possible things that you can do for yourself. But government must provide the enabling environment. That is what it means. And more importantly, we are not discussing Nigeria. We are discussing Nigeria. I will tell you more shocking things. We have mismanaged our abundance in Nigeria. Mismanagement of our abundance. Neglect of our youth. Take, for example, the university funding. When I got to know about what financial challenges universities have, 4 federal-owned universities in the year 2024 were given not more than 89 billion naira altogether. The same federal government gave to the Muslim community, my religion, a subsidy for Hajj, 90 billion naira. That excludes what the other government in the north will give them. That shows you the recklessness, the insensitivity of the importance of education. If all the 4 universities could get, including Ahmadu Bello, including OAU, including Lagos University, 4 of them, their total was not up to 89 billion. And you gave Hajj subsidy in 1 year to one religion, 90 billion. Is the sense is lack of sensibility. So what we have are 2 legged things: the leadership and then the followership. The young ones, you cannot blame them. If there is no area of hope, they will find a way to help themselves. If they cannot do it, that's why the Japa, they go and look for somewhere else. If they are here, I'll tell you an example. One of the 3 cities I'm building in Ikoyi is going to include diaspora city. If you see the excitement of Nigerian diaspora wanting to come and invest, it's unbelievable. By the time I show the extent, it is wonderful and it's rewarding. So they are willing to come back to invest here, and they will encourage the young ones. That's part of what Lagos State government is doing, to open the minds of our young ones. So in short, what is happening is not encouraging. It's very frightening, and there must be a change of mind. As an elderly man, I'm saying my own. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. We are indeed very grateful for your response to that question. I want to quickly recognize the presence of the Dean Faculty of Greek from our campus. You're welcome, sir. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are really far ahead, moving far ahead, and time is becoming a constraint. I want to thank Baba for taking his time, answering those questions, and delivering that wonderful lecture. The next on our programs of events is the goodwill messages. Goodwill messages. We are going to begin with the OAU. Thank you very much, DJ. Turn it low. Goodwill message from Professor Akani Akinyemi, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Research, representing the Vice Chancellor, Obafemi Awolowo University, Professor Simeon. You're welcome, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Baba, we want to appreciate you again. Thank you so much. We do recognition of the Governing Council Director, and of course, my auntie, the Vice Chancellor of Unilag, donated by Great. Thank you so much, man. Hello, member on the high table. We want to appreciate you. First, to appreciate you, sir, for all you are doing. The last time we came to see you and on our way, we concluded that you are God's answer to many universities in Southwest Nigeria. You are answer to our prayers. And there's no better way to say it, that all of your own prayers to that God will answer it. We appreciate you. Thank you. Because you're not just helping, you are helping us in areas of need. Thank you so much, sir. I will pray God will continue to strengthen you. Again, to say that the Vice Chancellor would have loved to be here. He called us till we got here. He said I should give you his personal regards and that I should tell you that you are one of those superstars that is making great effort to fly all around in beautiful colors. And we pray, just as your cap, that your colors will continue to shine brighter and brighter. Thank you so much. I again to thank Yaba Tech for providing this platform, because these are the type of people who are deserving of having this type of platform to continue to have conversation. Then to promise you that by the grace of God, I expect invitation, as Daddy rightly said, from OAU for something bigger than this. Thank you for showing us the way. Of course, we'll do it better and brighter than you. Thanks so much. Lovely.
Thank you very much, sir. That's a goodwill message from Obafemi Awolowo University. Yes. Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir. Next is the University of Lagos. Our Vice Chancellor is apparently granting an interview. Let's move on to the next person. Chief Fanny Mokun's Service Secretary, Princess Funmilayo Adefolaju. Can you come and give us your goodwill message?
Good afternoon, all. Time is not measured by the years that we live by. Time is not measured by the years that you live, but by the deeds that you do and the joy that you give. May I be permitted to stand on existing protocol? If I have to say, talk about birthday boy or erudite scholar, like the chairman said today, I'll have to write about 400 pages. Now, Chief's lives stands as a testament to dedication, service, love, and an unwavering commitment to the growth and development of humanity. He is a man who possesses values that are very rare. He possesses all these values. That is why we are able to achieve, that's why he's able to achieve what we all will be benefiting from. He remains a towering figure whose contributions will continue to inspire generations. It is a real blessing to have such an enigma who has such insatiable passion for helping others and helping everyone. Few days ago, the Dean of School of Postgraduate Studies, UNILAG, Professor Pius Oshunubi, said something that should be noted. He said, His Excellency, I mean the erudite scholar, His Excellency started a movement. He said, because you have chosen to help education, you have not only uplifted education, you have uplifted Nigeria. And the generation to come will see what you did. He has indeed started a movement in Ibadan on Valentine's Day. You were said to be the singular highest donor to the university. All these are testaments to a purposeful and impactful life, which you have impacted to me and to my family. Likewise, Mrs. Amina said, you have become an institution, a reference point. When they say you have become an institution, you have become a practice. You have become a law. It means you have become an established law or practice. The long and short of everything that has been said today is that the value of hard work, dedication, integrity, resourcefulness, selflessness, honest work has become strikingly apparent in one man, from which we are all benefiting today and now. Your generosity and kindness is truly exceptional. Marcus Aurelius said, what we do now echoes in eternity. What we do now echoes in eternity. I thank you and I thank God. I thank you all.
Thank you very much, Ma. We really appreciate all those glowing tributes you have given about our Baba. The Lord will bless you abundantly. I make you to invite to the podium the Vice Chancellor of the University of Lagos. Oh, Lagos State University. That's it. Of Lagos. Lagos. God bless you. The chairman of the occasion, also the chairman of the governing council and members of the governing council. I'm going to Baba last. The chief host, Dr. Ibrahim Abdul, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the distinguished students here present. Finally, to our benefactor, the distinguished Excellency, Chief Rashid Babatunde Fanimoko, former Super PAMSEC, Lagos State. A lot has been said about him, and everything is true. I know Baba embodies what true leadership is about, which is leadership is about service. And he also embodies what the Yorubas say. In every generation, in every season, we always have to make two choices. Do I worry about now or do I worry about the future?
During Baba's time, it was not easy either. That was during the military regime. It was very easy to fall. That was the time when contracts were flying out of windows and when corruption really began. For Baba to have stood by his values, to have stood by integrity was not easy, as it is not easy now. So I believe that what Baba has done for us is to tell us that at every point of your life, you have choices to make. And those choices will determine your future, not just about now. We have developed a nation where people want everything now and forget the future. It shows you that despite what people say, that are you foolish, are you crazy, that the values of integrity, of transparency, of accountability, of selflessness, of excellence and integrity stand the test of time. So Baba, I want to thank you, sir. What you have done is not just about the gifts you have given. Baba has done a lot. And let me also mention that till November last year, I had not met Baba. I had read about him, but he has turned out to be what you will call my destiny helper. He has turned out to be the destiny helper of the University of Lagos. He is certainly the largest donor that university has ever had. And he has turned out to be the destiny helper of education of this country and a shaper of the future of the Nigerian students. And on that note, I want to thank you. And may God continue to bless you. That as give you more. That wherever you go, sir, your children will never suffer. They will never lack for anything good. And I want to say that on behalf of the students and the faculty of University of Lagos and of Yaba Tech, I think we owe Baba a duty to become the best that we can be. And Baba, that is our pledge. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, Vice Chancellor of the University of Lagos. Can you please give another round of applause? Yes, when I said fame and beauty personified. Thank you so much. God bless you. We're inviting right now to the podium the ESMBT for the goodwill message.
Thank you very much, sir. The chairman of this occasion and the chairman of Yaba Tech Governing Council. Baba, we really enjoyed your presentation and the rector of Yaba the Great and Yaba the Best. Professor Dr. Oladoton Abdul Ibrahim. If you know, you know. I bring greeting from the Executive Secretary, National Board for Technical Education, Professor Idris M. Gaje, the man that has always been driving technical and vocational education in Nigeria and beyond. And he has asked me to congratulate you, my rector, very sincerely, for organizing this. And I am taking this to him that this should be replicated in all TVET institutions in Nigeria, and it has started from Yaba Tech. Sir, I have a sharing good news and what I called breaking news for you. At the management meeting, an academic board meeting that was held at MBT yesterday, all the 11 programs presented for resource inspection by Yaba College of Technology survived and was approved. The programs were put based on the standard of it. And I congratulate you. And that is why I keep on saying Yaba the Great and Yaba still the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Representative of the ASMBT, we really appreciate the good message. And closely following, the chairman BOT alumni. Chairman BOT alumni. Wing Commander Ajayi. Thank you, sir.
What's up? Chief Animoku, Chairman of the Government Council, Director, I stand on existing protocol. Chief Animoku, you have donated a lot. Not only money, you have donated experience. You have donated wisdom. You have donated so many things you have donated today. I want to thank you. It is not every 81-old chief that can stand or sit and speak until we almost stop you. You will have continued. And sensible speech, moving speech. I want you to thank God for your gift. I want you to thank God that God gave you and you have given to everybody. And Almighty God will be with you all your life. Yaba Tech, I am representing Alumni Association. A lot of our products, the product of Yaba Tech, have done so many things good for this Lagos or for this nation. I will mention only one, Chief Lai Balogun. Not many people would know or understand or know that the third Lagos mainland bridge was designed by a product of this college. Chief Lai Balogun was a student of architecture at Madubelo University. Then it was Niger College of something in those days. But he studied here at Yaba Tech. Thank you very much, sir, for this donation, for this speech. At my age, I learned a lot from what you told us. I'm 85 this year. So, on behalf of the Alumni Association of Yaba Tech, I say thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir, Baba. We really appreciate your being here. Gently, please. Thank you so much. God bless you, sir. Baba. Well, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we need to listen to Baba for a few more minutes. Baba wants to give a testimony. Please give a round of applause to Baba first now. Thank you. Baba.
Distinguished audience, this testimony is meant for the Alumni Association of Yaba Tech. And I want the president to listen. I'm giving this testimony in all honesty. You have excellent products. When I joined Falawiyo 14 years ago, the man handling the electrical and mechanical contract for my group is your product. It was so good. It was so good, I had to ask him, where did you study your own electrical engineering? and his name is Yaba Sami. His name is Yaba Sami. His company was known as Candlelight. I was so much impressed by what your product was doing over and above what the consultant engineers are doing for me. And he was very close to me than them. He was close to Chief Olavio, and all my projects in Olavio over the past 40 years were handled by his company. Out of integrity, out of commitment and honesty of purpose. Recently, I heard his company is still in existence. He has been succeeded by children who will train abroad, and I've told him all the high rise building that I'm donating, that company will handle the contract. I'm doing so as a reward for the training he got from Yaba. As at that time, we had nothing in common other than I admire his work. More recently, is my consultant architect, who also started his career here. But over and above all my consultants, is the closest to me now because he's very brilliant on his job. And because of that one, it's a credit to your association that you have produced people who mean a lot, who are ready to contribute. So under your new leadership, Chairman, God will help you and the council continue to produce good products for this country and for this nation, and we'll get to where we are going. As a university, some of us will be very much around. I wish you very well.
Thank you very much, sir. Yaba, the first and still the best. Give a round of applause to Yaba College of Technology. God bless my rector. So far, so good. We have a gift to present to Baba. Now, let's please get ourselves set. We have a gift to present to Baba. The council chairman, sir, you will assist in presenting the gift. The rector will please assist in presenting the gift. The Vice Chancellor, University of Lagos, Professor Ma, you will assist in presenting the gift. That's the woman I call BB. Brain and beauty, personified. Reference cover also.
But out of this first citadel of higher learning, Yaba College of Technology, University in parentheses, we present, you have presented already this gift of honor. Bless it. Sir.
We are still on course. A special garland we're going to wear for Baba. Yes, process.
Men them outside, we know they have. No, they look for us, we know they have. When you see the mullah, we don't spray out. Thank God, take him, I don't pay out. Oh, I'm ahead of them, as you want to. I'm fucking born, that don't need no man to talk shit to me. You know, don't go like I'm on me, the leader she went through. I'm fucking born, that don't need no man to talk shit to me. You know, don't go like yeah, I really got about your body type. Body need better than you. I really want for you, want for you.
Another fantastic one is here.
Which kind of crazy or put me today? Drop it, not be 80 so we don't have to today by Panadol. I'll play with the money love for the tongue. Lord, I be again, oh, so I'm gonna love me. I be doing it. I don't live my life. Don't compromise. I'm not deciding. You don't want me. I don't want to decide. Don't put it next best. Me, they try. So I was like, the second of the you go down from my flight is different. I don't need to get.
We are moving gradually towards the end of the program. I can assure you. Next on our programs of event is the staff award. Quite a number of members of staff have distinguished themselves in various capacities meritoriously in 2024. Our rector, Dr. Engineer Ibrahim Adedotun Abdul, will make the presentation to the deserving staff.
Esteemed personalities here present, we want to encourage our staff to emulate Baba in all areas of excellence. And as a result of that, we have some of them who performed very well in 2024, and we are bringing them out here. And we are to give them a token, a handshake, to pass on to them integrity, excellence in service. I begin by calling on the best overall in different schools for various reasons. Let me start from the rectory. Majayi Tade, come and line up here. Adebayo Adepeju from registry. Sonayan Monday from bursary. That is the best in its units for 2024. Come up here and stand before the audience. Adeni Rosaka from Works and Services. From the library, Adebayo Toyin. Please, as I call your name, please come out. Adeni GLA from School of Science. That is the best in the School of Science for this year. Abiodun Kiyo. Dr. Ngozi from Technical Education. Hassan Timidayo from Agri Technology. Olabisi Adeyemi from the School of Arts, Design and Printing.
Dr. Balaji Alabi from the Liberal Studies, and Babalola Joshua Olu from Engineering. We are showcasing our best in 2024. From environmental. And among the deans, the best among the deans, Dr. Mrs. Ndubusi CC from the School of Arts. Please come out. Alhaji Olalekan Alabi, the Dean Student Affairs. Come out among the deans. And among the directors for the year 2024, Dr. M.T. Ajala from Linkages, and Dr. Mrs. Fumilayo Doherty from Grants. I want you to please face the Baba here. Please face them here. The Chairman, Governing Council, I'm presenting to you the best of those who made the college outstanding in the year 2024. Appreciation is important. They are the staff of the year for 2024. We have their plaques here. And may I inform the audience, the Governing Council has graciously approved an award of 200,000 naira each for the number of staff standing here. And I want to encourage you to work and be in their position next year, 2025. The Chairman of Council and all our distinguished guests will assist us in giving them one after the other in no particular order. Adeni GLA. Abiodun QO. A round of applause for them. Dr. Mrs. Ngozi Abiamui. She's not around, okay. Mrs. Olabisi Adeyemi. See her? Thanks. Thanks, yeah. Hassan Timidayo. From Ipe. Builder Bosun Omolayo. From Environmental. Dr. Balaji Alabi. Yes, sir. Take over. He will help us to keep others. I said, no. All right. You can go. The next set will be given by our guest speaker, Babalola Joshua. Is he around? No. Next. Tade Majai. I didn't pay you. Sunlight on Monday. Saka Adeniran. Adébáyé Tóyìn. Àgbà Ọlálékan. Dr. Ajala. Now, apart from this, we have the best in each department. For sake of time, we will not be able to present them here, but I have their names. MC, I think we have a roll call for them. Do you have the roll? Can you showcase them on the wall, please? Showcase them, please. We have the winners, the departmental winners. Yeah, sure. In fashion design, the best is Saka Idu. A round of applause for him. In the Department of Graphics Design, Akinwande Festus Taiwo. A round of applause. Fine Art, Adetola Olufemi. In Industrial Design, Oladejo Oluwaseun. Printing Technology, the best is Olabisi Adeyemi. And the Office of the Dean of Schools of Arts, Design and Printing, Jude Tehemba. Congratulations to all of you. In the School of Engineering, for the Office of the Dean, LYGU, Civil Engineering, Engineer Ojo, OO. Computer Engineering, Dr. Engineer Sadiq KA. Electrical Engineering, Babalola JO. Industrial Maintenance, Engineer Ajayi TB. Metallurgical Engineer Rio. Agric Engineer Ladapo. Mechanical Engineering Engineer Abdul Kadri. Mechatronics Ilori SO. Marine Engineering Engineer Osia. Welding and Fabrication Adenuga SO. Mineral and Petroleum Engineering Engineer Mureni Keji. Our departmental best of engineering. And the council have approved the sum of 50,000 naira each, best in the department. Next, in School of Environmental, Architect Omodele, Building Builder Omolayo, Exit Management Adedoyi BA, Quantity Surveying Dr. Olani Olayinka, Surveying and Informatics Ajeigo G. Amara, Urban and Regional Planning Ajakaye OO, Office of the Dean Onikute BT. A round of applause. For School of Management and Business Administration, Accountancy Abiodun Moturayo, Banking and Finance Zanu, Marketing Akiola, and Public Administration Obasa Funke. A round of applause for all of them. In the School of Science, the leader in the best staff in chemical engineering, the chemical science is Michichi. Biological science, Dr. Ashade. Physical science, Ricketts.
Statistics Adeniji, SLT Famakinwa, Mathematics Onifade, a round of applause for them. Is that all? Agri Technology, Hassan Temidayo, Adebanjo, Yuwawi, Sule Ramat, Adesala, Arije, Lasisi, Adekeye, Tomoloju, Ali, Ajara, and Okikiola, and then Olowu. These are the best in the School of Technology. Technical Education, Ngozi, Ademola, Rashid, and Philomena. A round of applause for all of them. And we have for non-teaching category now, those who are teaching, for non-teaching category in the registry, Busari, Agubata, Adebayo, Salvador, Shobo, Adeniji, Chijioke, Lawal Bakare, Salako, Popola, Dele Peters, Ibelu, Edison, Bajimi, Akune, Taiwo, Okoronkwo, Adekombi, Ugochukwu. To all of you, we say thank you for making the registry great. And the rectory, Majayi, Igri, Oluwafemi, Adeoti, Oshineye, Eguyen, Adedeji, Etim, Kasim, Onodeko, Adetu, Moses, Eko, Salau, Oyebi, Adewumi, Olatidoye, Adebayo, Olayiwola, George, Akata, Alakija, Ajayi. We say a big thank you for making 2024 a very good year. In works and services, Tino Saka, Zubair, Ojo, and Fadari, thank you for being the best in works and services. In student affairs, Iroko, Odozi, Raji, Odejayi, Adesola, a round of applause for them, 50,000 naira each, and a certificate will follow, a certificate and a letter of commendation for doing very well in 2024 is there waiting for you. In library, Adebayo, Obebe, Onobanjo, Fadaton, Owojuyibe, Fadimu. A round of applause for them. We want them to make Yaba continue to be the best and the greatest. In Bosley, Iluore, Sonayon, Akimbo, Ofo, Sikiru, Ajiboye, Ekolaba, Lekon, Omaleye, Kolawole, Usman, Giwa, Abiodun, Adenaya, Ashiru, Ismail, and Akinwande. They all work together to make our bursary fantastic. And to all these best in their departments, we say a very big thank you, and you will receive all your reward, all your awards at the end of this program. Thank you.
Thank you, our wonderful rector, the #1 person, the Chief Accounting Officer of Yaba College of Technology, Dr. Engineer Ibrahim Adedotun Abdul. We have all been motivated, there's no doubt about it. Yes, this to encourage us to continue to do well so that we can be recognized when it's our time. Well, because of time constraints, we want to move on to the next item.
Yes, sir. But I don't know what he's doing.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the next item on our program is our chairman's closing remark. Professor.
Yeah.
and greatest of the greatest students, please, you will bear with me. What I said before the delivery of the lecture by Chief Falimo, I asked a question whether you are here with your biros and jotter. There is no doubt we have listened to this lecture. I'm not going to do the both of that, but there is something we have been taught today in area of research methodology or research method. We overheard that day thinking all what you have said on basic principles. And I quoted the principles by starting with letter E. Like when you say e-commerce, e-mass. I said e-sa, where E stands for excellence, S stands for selflessness, I for integrity, and R for resourcefulness. This study has done by hinging on the emanating concepts in those 4 areas. And he made reference to some of the philosophers. Daddy has said he was not going to disclose to us some secrets of success. But by making reference to some philosophers, Aristotle, Robelli, and others, and by making another reference to norms of public service and asking us and encouraging us, regardless whether you are a student or staff or an invited guest, to make sure whatever we do it well and dig very. And then he was trying to recommend the area of multi-system expose. Ladies and gentlemen, we have discovered some of the secrets. Number 1 is in area of entrepreneurial traits. Entrepreneurial traits. In entrepreneurship, we are always discouraged to disclose our cost. The moment you disclose your cost, people in the highly competitive market out there will grab that opportunity and make sure they send you out of trade. So what Baba has admonished is for us to get line by line and then follow him. The concept of the three P's. So you have to believe, you belong, and you behave. When you put all these ideas together, you know that this erudite scholar, like my colleague has referred to it, and like my colleague in University of Lagos, the Vice Chancellor has referred to, that what Baba has done today is trying to echo the future. Then please, I want to pose a challenge to Daddy. Ladies and gentlemen, let Daddy hear this. Let Daddy hear this. We have been trying at the council level to make sure we give our Baba an award. Don't forget, the university is transferring to a status of university. I am worried because we have approached you to come and receive our fellowship. And Daddy keeps on saying, please, a round of applause for that one. It means Baba is not seeking recognition. It is recognition that is seeking Baba. Thank you very much. So I am posing another application, sir, that generations yet of us, sir, we ask us if you are doing this work, and they will ask in future, people who have passed through this citadel of learning, what have you done to record the name of Baba in history? This is why I'm craving the indulgence of Governing Council, the indulgence of the management of the Yaba College and the academic board, that we are posting another letter to Baba so that generations yet or more will not blame us. That's just somebody, if you do correlation analysis, he has been doing this, show us a paper, show us a sheet, show us something of excellence that you have used to this Baba. Please, ladies and gentlemen, join us in the struggle that in no length of time, this erudite scholar, this prolific writer, this excellent man who will be giving something like this study of learning. I am reposting the application, sir. that will allow in no distance future. Okay, you okay, Mua. So I beg you, because they will be challenged in future. So that explain me, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all for listening to the Erudite Scholar. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, sir. Our chairman of the Governing Council, so doubt about it, that all that Baba Fatmoku has been doing has been energized by chairman of the Governing Council. He has been doing things on somebody else's behalf, but no one has done something on his behalf. Posterity will surely judge. We appreciate you all. We're now at the realm of please, we want you to allow Baba to get to the end of the program. Those of us coming to the high table to greet him, please spare him for 1 minute. Let's round up this program, please. Vote of thanks. We want to start with Chief Baramosi. It's going to be in two folds. Chief Baramosi will give us one aspect of the vote of thanks, while the registrar of the college will give the second one. Professor Baramosi, yes.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? I'm speaking on behalf of our elders scholar today, and I want to give the vote of thanks. On behalf of our chief, Stefano, I want to assure that technology is one of the best ceremonies I've had. We've been to many universities, and we've been to many occasions. But what we are having today is among the very best. Sir, I'm not being sentimental, because Chief Anu himself said, when he was with Folawiyo, it was a product of Yaba College of Technology that handled most of his projects. And I want to add to that. When I wanted to learn computer when I was in service, I contacted Yaba College of Technology here, because I know that that center, your computer center, was highly recognized internationally, and I wanted the very best. And from what I learned from your product, I'm happy that one of them is still on your staff here today and has gotten his PhD. What I learned has proved extremely useful to me when I was on the staff of the University of Lagos. Because many projects were sent to me by the VC ASU to handle, and it was a computer knowledge that I used, that I gained from Yaba College of Technology. And what we have seen today confirms that this is the first institution that will make use of technology. It's the first institution, and we've been to many universities. And therefore, I want to thank on behalf of the Chief, I want to thank Yaba College. First of all, the council, we thank the chairman, members of the council here present. We thank the management, and we thank the students in particular. The students have shown true love for Baba, and I'm sure Baba
has spoken very well that he's part and parcel of you here and that he will continue to support you. So on behalf of Chief Tunde Fanimoku, I express gratitude, sincere and deep gratitude for the management of Yaba College and the students of Yaba College for the excellent work they've done today. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. That's well said. I'm sure our students have picked one or two things from there. Please continue to do well so that you'll be acknowledged globally. The second aspect of our vote of thanks shall be done by the registrar of this great college and secretary to the council, Mrs. Henrietta Badejo, Yaba.
The chairman of the occasion, chairman governing council, and members, the principal officers, deans, directors, HODs, head of service units, distinguished guests, esteemed elders, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the governing council, management, staff, and students of the organizing committee, and all gathered here today, it is my distinct honor and privilege to express our profound gratitude for your presence at this first annual Distinguished Service Lecture. We have been truly privileged to have in our midst today a man of exceptional stature, Chief Babatunde Fanimoku, the Agbaki of Irulan, who had delivered a lecture that will undoubtedly resonate within us for a long time to come. Chief Fanimoku, sir, your insightful and thought-provoking address on excellence, integrity, resourcefulness, and selflessness, a case study in progress, unity and prosperity, 1967 to 2025, has not only been illuminating but deeply inspiring. Your personal reflections, drawn from a lifetime of dedicated service, have provided us with a tangible and compelling illustration of the very principles you so eloquently articulated. The journey you have shared, highlighting the challenges and triumphs experienced in the pursuit of progress, unity, and prosperity, particularly within the context of the period, serves as a powerful testament to the enduring importance of excellence, integrity, resourcefulness, and selflessness. We are particularly grateful for your willingness to share your wisdom and experience, offering valuable lessons that we can all apply in our own lives and endeavors. Your words have not only celebrated the achievements of the past, but have also offered a roadmap for a brighter future, one built on the solid foundation of the values you have championed throughout your distinguished career. We would also like to extend our sincere appreciation to the planning committee for their tireless efforts in organizing this event and ensuring its smooth execution. All those who contributed in various capacities to make this lecture a success. And finally, to each and every one of you in the audience, your presence here today is a testament to the importance you place on these values and your commitment to progress, unity, and prosperity. Chief Fanimoku, your lecture has been a gift, a source of inspiration, and a call to action. We are deeply indebted to you for sharing your time, your wisdom, and your remarkable story with us. May your legacy of excellence, integrity, resourcefulness, and selflessness continue to inspire generations to come. Thank you all for being a part of this memorable occasion. We live here today enriched and motivated to contribute our own quota to the progress, unity, and prosperity of our community and beyond. Please, once again, join me in one final round of applause for Chief Babatunde Fanimoku. Thank you, sir.
That's a wonderful registrar. Thank you, Deborah. God bless you. We really appreciate it so much. Well, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are almost at the end of this program. We're going to do some kind of photo session with Baba. The government council, please. Can they join us in a photo session with Baba? Sorry, the national anthem, let's close it up formally, so before the photo session. Are we set? Secretariat, over there, the national anthem. God bless you all. Photo session, please. The government council.